This has become my new favorite angle to look at our latest city. Look at this. This is so nice. I am absolutely loving this city. And I'm really enjoying the new neighborhood. Look at that. Nice. It fills out this area, but it doesn't overwhelm it. There's still a nice touch, a nice respect for nature. Look at that. Nice. Excellent. This is so cool. I am loving this city. I'm not loving that our airport is closed due to a security breach. So, we talked about this. The Great Works, they have pros and cons. And for the international airport, the con is it will shut down because of criminals. So as of right now, our Great Work International Airport is closed. So we need our police force to capture 5 escaped criminals. So we'll leave them to it. But speaking of great work, this is the perfect opportunity. I want to take a field trip. I want to move to this same region, but the tutorial version of this region. There's something that I want to demonstrate. There's something that I want to show that we have been discussing, and this is the perfect opportunity now that we're talking about great works. But yeah, let's take a few moments and let's head over to the tutorial version of Serenity Key. So if you have been watching my updated beginner's guide to SimCity, this city right here is going to look very familiar. This was a city that I created to just demonstrate some things for the tutorial, and a viewer said, I really do like this city and I really do like this region. And that comment, as well as some other comments, is what has led us to working on this particular region, Serenity Key, for season 7. But what I want to do is I want to log into one of these two cities. There's something that I want to demonstrate. Part of my updated beginner's guide to SimCity was working on a great work. And I went ahead and made the arcology the great work that I would work on for the tutorial. And I did it in this region to accomplish a couple of things. Yes, to accomplish a tutorial, an episode for my beginner's guide, but also this way now we can get an idea in this region, because remember, my concern was, is the arcology, because of its size, does it overpower this region? Look at that. It is definitely taller than the mountains, and it looks to be taller than the volcano. So I don't know. I'm still open to suggestions. Let me know what your thoughts are. But I don't know. We've been going down the path of a region where they were conscious and preserving of nature, and I kind of think that the arcology, while it's a cool looking structure, I don't know if the arcology is what I would want for this region and for this season. But yeah, I'm still open to your feedback, but I think I know I think I know what I want to do. But look, yeah, so very, very interesting, very, very cool that it all kind of worked out. I was able to get a tutorial video done and to, in my mind, get a bit of an answer. So cool, very cool. All right, let's let's head back. Field trip is over. Let's head back to our season 7 version of Serenity Key. All right. Wonderful. We are back. It looks like the security breach has been cleared up. Yes, International Airport is back up and working. But welcome back to more SimCity. Let's see here. We are 97% researched at the university, which will mean that we've already unlocked, based upon population, the arcology. We've unlocked and built the international airport, and we're 3% away from unlocking the space center. So wonderful, wonderful. Well, you know what? Other than research at the university, I'm starting to wonder what's really left here. Let's do a status check. I like the fact that all of these icons are gray. Good. Look at that. 5 out of 5 education, 3 out of 3 tech level. 20-minute wait, plane, boat's gonna be high, it always is. 105, train 16, bus 27-minute. It's always a good idea to click on bulldoze to get a good idea of what's going on in your city. No rubble, no abandoned buildings. 92% approval rating. Good. We got good income, good hourly. Got jobs, got a surplus of jobs. No huge swings in population. If you've been watching me, you know this is my favorite. Green. Oh, nice. Really nice. Really, really nice. Good. Good. Look at our industrial area. All the buildings are high-tech, futuristic. Good. This is good. I said it at the beginning of the episode. I am really liking this city. I'm liking the look of it. But I don't know what more. I had the bit of a thought of running a road along here, but this neighborhood, I kind of feel like that neighborhood is kind of the wrap up of this city. I mean, I think we'll come back, but this city has served the purpose of being the staging point for the airport, and now it's its own city. It's a gateway to the other cities in the region. Let's think about this. Let's we have 4 city plots left. That's flat. I think I want to hold off on that one. I don't know. I just want to hold off on that city plot. That's flat. I think I think this is city number 3. It's going to need money. Let's send some funds. Let's do that. Make sure that this is a city plot that I want. We need our funds. Let's elevate it. All right. While we wait for our funds, there's our money. Wind is blowing in this direction. Water. Okay. I I think I want I think I want kind of I want to create a safari. I really want this island because we've been talking about staying close to nature, and I think that's what I want to. Okay, wait, where are my boundaries? Okay. Does that fit? Okay, that doesn't fit there. So I just want to get some ideas. All right. Let's do I want a concentrated urban area, and I want to try to there's something I want to attempt. I want to try to do up here. Let's pause. Turn on guides. Let's every time I do this, I do too much for industrial in cities that are tourist, but we can always back off. We can always back off of that industrial. we're going to do one more road grade, too steep. All right. This is not going to stay square, but this is going to be, wait. I just want to get an idea. So if we do 6,000 simoleons, I just want to see if 6,000 simoleons allows for actually that's more than enough. So instead of 6,000, let's do 5,000. And let's see. Yep, okay. And then let's do another 5,000. Maybe right about here. Before I connect, let's just make sure that that works. Okay, that works. Curve, let's do this. I wish that was a little bit smoother. Like that. So if this can be a dense, if this is where most of the population is staying, now before we get too far along, let's just make sure that we still have connect points. Okay. Now water, but we've got a good amount of space. Let's do this. I need to come down just a little bit more. Maybe something like that. Better. Better. Maybe we just place it. Let's get sewage over here. Let's turn off guides. There. I want that straight. All right. We know electricity will go out here somewhere. We'll have to get train brought in. Oh, let's line it up. Let's line it up with this. Let's make this interesting. And then we can get a road off of this towards industry so that any industrial trucks deliveries don't have to go through the city. We can link up maybe some sweeping overpasses. Let's do that now. Let's let's link this like, ooh, not like that. Maybe like that, and then let's take a road. Maybe this road can go over. Oh, maybe we can go underneath. Let's try that. Or, not underneath, but let's do this. First, I need to come back. Let's do that. Do that. Okay, industry. Maybe we should just go ahead and place our power plant. I kind of think I need a little more space here. Let's run a road. Let's run a highway. That way residents, people living here, and then we could do garbage. Maybe out here. Because I still want to make sure that I'm not, we've got plenty of, I'm not, let's not worry, let's do garbage about here. Let's do power. Turn on global deliveries. We need a sign, of course. We can put this road to use. Let's do an overpass. Like that. And then one more. Maybe right around here, because this looks narrow anyway. Let's... Wait, is that too tall? I think that's a bit too tall. Let's see what we got. That's better. And then we're going to leave this alone until I figure out exactly how I want to do this. But let's at least get a city up and running. And our people, our residents, are going to be concentrated, I think, here. That's what I think. Still got to figure out train, but that's to come. So let's get some industrial. Let's just do industry. Like that. And then let's just slowly work our way. Do I want buildings inside and outside the circle? Or just inside? I'd like to have some roads. Maybe like that. And then maybe one like that. Maybe people live on either end for right now. We can do some commercial. This is a start, and then I can figure out what I'm what I'm doing. Let's just get started. Power, water, sewage, garbage. They can get into the city. Okay. Yeah, this is a start. Our first houses. We got 4 houses being constructed there. I think these are the first houses. Yeah, and we've got a couple of commercial spots here. 3 industrial buildings. And of course, these need to hire. And just like that, we've gone from 4 houses to a little more than double. Nice. This is a nice start. And I'll figure out exactly. I know what I want to do up here, and I have just a bit of an idea of what I want to do here. But this is a start. This is a start.